Today I want to tell you about a couple of new books. The first is The Color of Air by Gail Tsukiyama. It's a novel of historical fiction, my favorite way to learn, and it's set in the 1930s in the real village of Hilo on the big island of Hawaii. In the 1930s, Hilo was a small rural, mostly populated by Japanese, Chinese, and Filipino immigrants. It was a small village, and those immigrants endured backbreaking labor and horrible working conditions in sugarcane plantations and pineapple plantations. So the main plot of the story revolves around a native of Hilo. He moves away uh, and becomes a doctor in Chicago for many years. And at the start of the novel, he's moving back to his native village, and there's a little bit of a backstory about why he's moving back. And on the day that he arrives home, the volcano Mauna Loa erupts. And this is the historical part. In November and December of 1935, Mount Mauna Loa actually did erupt, and the lava advanced from that volcano at the rate of a mile per day and did threaten the village of Hilo. So much so that the US government did this kind of experimental project where they bombed the area around the volcano and diverted the lava flow to save the village, and it was kind of controversial. So against the backdrop of this natural drama of a volcano erupting and the natural beauty of Hawaii is this story of relationships, of family, dementia, domestic violence, some romance, and you learn a lot about the history of Hawaii, segregation there and racism, which I guess I hadn't thought about, struggles to unionize the plantations. There is a lot to learn about Native Hawaiian superstitions and folklore of those indigenous peoples. So it was a really great read. I'll admit I first judged this book by its cover because it's a beautiful cover, and it was everything I hoped it'd be. You should read it. It's available as an ebook on Libby, the Libby app, or you can pick it up curbside. Call us and you can pick it up curbside, hardcover or audiobook. The second book that I want to talk about or recommend, I guess, also has a really beautiful cover. It's kind of iridescent, and it's called The Language of Butterflies by award-winning columnist and journalist Wendy Williams. The subtitle is How Thieves, Hoarders, Scientists, and Other Obsessives Unlocked the Secrets of the World's Favorite Insect. And so this book is nonfiction. It's a real mix of, I would say, science class, history lessons, global traveling. Uh, she divides the book into three parts: history of humans and what we know, or how we've come to know what we do about butterflies. So she recounts the first, in the 17th century, of the first documentation of metamorphosis. I think that sounds a little boring, but it's not. It really is interesting. The second part of the book is about contemporary science of butterflies and the research around butterflies today. And then the third section of the book is about um, environmental threats to butterflies and globally, and their declining population, kind of what we can do about that, how we can help. One of my favorite chapters is all about monarchs and how somehow they can migrate thousands of miles each year. Um, the other interesting thing about the book is it has these 34 pages of beautiful illustrations and photographs. And I did find myself going to my phone a lot to look or try to find pictures of some of the different species that she describes and talks about. It's really a great read. I've always loved butterflies, this idea of um, caterpillar, cocoon, butterfly, and transformation, that theme. And so this book gave me a deeper context for admiring butterflies, I guess. This title too is available hardcover, curbside pickup, or on the Libby app. You can read the ebook. Thank you.